Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and this is 3T's Mobile Automotive Repair. Today, we've got another ride along for you, and it is 7:30 in the morning on Wednesday, April 2nd. If you don't know who we are, you might want to check out a few of our past videos. I'll link them up here in some play cards, but we'll give you the quick answer. We are a fully mobile automotive repair service that we bring around to people's front doors or work. We have this channel to showcase what it really takes to run a company like this. We give you all the transparency in the world of what it costs us to run it, what we make, how we make it, and what our total profit numbers are at the end of the day, the end of the week, and the end of the month. We also do full-out videos at the end of the year to tell you where we have failed and where we went right during the year and what we strive to do in the following months or following years. We encourage people to set small goals for themselves, and that way they can have nice big wins throughout the week to keep them motivated and moving forward to excel. All right, come check this out. So this is what we're up against today. It's only slightly loose. I mean, it's not that bad, right? You got to check out the sock fit today. What's that? Oh, can't see it. It's Toad. Toad from Super Mario. Those are the socks I got on today. Like a fucking little kid. All right, let's get to work. All right, so here's the water pump. Here's the impeller. That came apart. So we got a new one. Let's go ahead and get it installed. All right, so this one's all set. Yeah, just gonna finish getting it filled and go from there. All right, that Ford's all done. It's got a little bit of an engine noise in it. They're gonna have to keep an eye on it because they overheated it pretty bad. There was no coolant in it at all. All right, let me get the address of the next job, and we got to answer a couple of messages real quick. All right, so I got a bunch of them here. This is for today, or from yesterday, last night. I don't answer messages after about 5 or 6 o'clock. So right now it's 6 o'clock. That's when this phone stops making noise. No text messages come through. There's an away message on Facebook, and my phone does not ring unless you're a family member. It's just a way to show that we're closed and that we're not, 24/7. But let me clear some of these messages. Hello, this is Ben.
Hey, good morning, Ben. It's Jeff. How are we doing today?
Great. What can I help you with?
Awesome. I'm glad to hear. We spoke a couple months back about the different financing options for you in the business.
We definitely didn't speak.
That, right?
We definitely did not speak. I've never looked for financing, so please take my number off your list.
Oh.
I get these freaking calls every day. That shit drives me nuts. So this is why... Okay. So this is why we do the channel. So we were talking about this earlier in the video. I'm assuming I'm keeping that in the video, so if I didn't keep that in the video, I do apologize. But some of you asked, like, what's the future of my channel? And the future is this right here. So I just got a message on Facebook. And this is from a gentleman. If you're watching, this is from Bruce. It says, I am in the planning stages of starting my own mobile repair business. I would like to hear your thoughts on jobs that you do and jobs you don't do and jobs you do, but not at the client's home. Also, do you just use your personal phone or do you use one of those voice over IP phone services? Thanks for your time. I guess I'll answer some of that here. I'm wondering, are you the one that left this message on YouTube? Because I had someone ask this question yesterday and I had commented back saying that that would be a good video to make. But I'll give you a little bit of a gist on that. And I'll give you a quick answer here, but I will make a video talking more about it later because I'm sure there'll be questions on why I have these decisions. So my thoughts on jobs I don't do and jobs I do. Don't make doo-doo jokes like you guys did last time. So I don't do tires, right? I don't carry the equipment for that. I don't do heavy liability jobs because I don't want to deal with it. I'm a one-man show. I'm not doing a timing belt on a Honda with cheap parts. I don't want the liability, and I'm not here to do those types of jobs. I don't want to. Right now, the way my business is set up is I want to do the easy jobs. So basically a quick answer for you is I don't do liability jobs, and jobs that I don't do at the client's homes, I won't do something big. So back in the day, I used to do engines and transmissions. I don't do them anymore, but I would never do that at a customer's house. That always, I got it towed into my house and I would do it in my backyard. But I was building a name for myself back then, and I felt better 4 years ago physically, and I was able to do that stuff consistently. So outside of that, there's a lot more detail that can go into this question, but I just wanted you guys to know this is what the channel is about. People that reach out and want answers and help with their business. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to reply back to him, but we're going to get on over to our next job, which is an AC leak check on some type of car. I have no idea. She didn't tell what kind of car it was. She probably did on the phone, but I didn't write it down. All right, let's go.
Pay you whatever. It's dashboard. They show like oxygen sensor, but I already changed the full one. My friend trying to do it, and
We won't just clear a code if that's not the problem. If someone put parts in the car and they wasn't diagnosed, you need to leave them there because you need to pay someone to properly diagnose it. That means that there's a problem in the car. The check engine light is not for oxygen sensors.
that's what they show on the computer that he has. But he said he don't even know how to delete that. You need a computer for that.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that that's what was wrong. You can get an O2 sensor code, doesn't mean you need an O2 sensor to be put in the car, if that makes sense to you.
All right.
Do you guys listen to any podcasts? If you don't, I've got 2 of them for you. And I'm not paid to say this crap. It's just my genuine heart on how I feel about these podcasts. The first one I'll mention, which is a very new one to me. It's called Changing the Industry, okay? It's with a gentleman, I believe his name is Lucas Underwood, and there's other people on there. I don't know their names off the top of my head because that one is very new to me. But the second one that I hold very dear to me, because this gentleman, Jeff Compton, that runs the Jada Mechanic podcast, he has helped me without even him knowing it. Before I ever met him and spoke to him, which I've never met him in person, and I can't wait till the day that I do. But meeting him online and talking to him and getting to express to him how much his podcast has meant to me over the past year is game-changing for me, because I didn't get out of my own way. I always was just stuck in my ways, and I was being stubborn and big-headed about everything that I was doing. And to be able to get another perspective on it, especially a person that it feels like you're like we're the same person, like we've gone through the same experiences. And he knows all this. I've told him this before, and he said the same thing back. Very good conversation with the man. But what I'm getting at is I forgot for years about the training, about even thinking about training as a business owner. And he has all that on his podcast. And so does Changing the Industry. They have some of the top names in our world. So if you're watching and you're looking up to me, because some of you do look up to me when it comes to the business side of this and how I run my mobile service, you need to look at those guys also, because that's where I look up to. I look up to them in every aspect of this. I always pay attention to what they're doing. I try to make comments on all the stuff that they do, because they are just amazing when it comes to our industry. And I have to take the moment to say that, to say that they are great. And if you're looking for something, please go check them out because they're amazing. If you're looking for training and you want to start going to some events, I am going to start going to some events now, and I learned these events through the Jaded Mechanic podcast. I never thought about it. I never thought that there was any type of event out there that was for our world. But I'm going to be going to ASTA this year, which is in November, and it's in North Carolina or South Carolina, somewhere over there. Another one just passed, which was Vision. Supposedly that one's another really big one. I missed it, but maybe next year we could go to that. And I'm going to those because I want to take my skill set to the next level. I want my diagnostic skills to get better. I need to get back to basics sometimes. I forget those basics when I'm out here trying to do the job. That's another reason why my wife is going to be here, because if she can be here and take most of the load off of me, I can focus on the car. And some of the other things that we're really excited about with ASTA is I want to be able to take the training courses for business owners. I want to be able to take that to the next level, so that way when people on here are asking me those questions, I can give them better answers than I've already given them. Because if I'm going to learn something new and I'm going to implement it, I want you to know that we are going to change that and implement it also. So anyway, that's all of my mushy stuff and all my recommendations. If you're looking for something to watch or listen to, that's what I recommend. So anyway, let's go get to this job here where we're going to change that strut, and we will see you guys there. All right, so second job of the day is this Mustang. We've got an AC system does not operate. He thinks it has a leak, but we're going to do an evaluation on it and confirm. He told me that they put a compressor on it from eBay. You wonder why it leaks. Okay, that Ford Mustang, done. I probably won't get involved in that vehicle because he buys way too many things on Amazon. And earlier he had told me he thought eBay, but now he thinks it was Amazon that he bought that compressor. So I did my leak check. The compressor's leaking. I'm moving on. That's it. We're done. All right, we're set up on our third job. Got the umbrella up, got the car up, jack stands, got the fan running. We're gonna be here a bit, so. All right, so Honda Pilot is done. Passenger side front wheel bearing, that's what was replaced on it, and now I need a new wheel bearing press tool. Literally took my freaking shop press out of the trailer a couple weeks ago, and I could have used it today. So I had to finish using that press together with my snap-on ball joint press. So I got to get a new one. I might stop at Harbor Freight today, I'm not sure. Give us a call, send us his information, and we'll go from there.
Thanks again. I appreciate it.
No problem.
You didn't even go pee or take any water or anything.
No, I got it. That trailer's powered, so I got a refrigerator in there, and I usually don't have to pee too much throughout the day. I sweat it all out.
Enjoy that. When you get older, you gotta piss a
Oh,
lot.
that's overnight.
After your morning coffee. Oh, after night.
Overnight. I'm up 3 or 4 times a night having to use the freaking restroom.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
It sucks. Thanks a bunch.
See you later.
Take
Enjoy.
care. Have a good one.
Okay, so I lost my train of thought, but anyway, that phone call went well, so hopefully that guy will call. But anyway, Honda Pilot is done. Time for us to head back to the other side of town. We need to go pick up the blower motor and head back to that Subaru, and then we've got a strut to take care of, and then we've got the car that is in my driveway. So all right, how the hell do we get out of here now? All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm out. All right, well, just to give you another thing, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 text messages that came through while I was dealing with that car also, along with the one phone call I just returned, I think, and then one other phone call that I think I need. Nope, I already called that person back. So, that's it. So I got to get with these text messages and get those people talked to, but I'm driving right now, so we're not going to answer them until later. All right, so there's your old one. Here's the new one. Go get this thing put in. Only 3 little screws. Should be pretty simple. Hey, sorry to interrupt the current video, but I wanted to say thank you to everybody that took the time to like the video from yesterday on the ride along from April 1st, and everybody that commented. Right now we've got 20 hours in and we've got almost 600 views, and I've got 44 comments. That's a lot of comments on one video that quick. So I just wanted to say thank you again. I appreciate everyone following along and taking the time to interact with my videos. I do my best to answer everybody. I also do my best to try to like everyone's comments. It tends to get to be a lot after the first few days, especially when I post another video. But again, I'm super, super appreciative of everybody taking the time to watch my channel. Thank you very much. I'll let you get back to this video. All right, Subaru, blower motor, done. We get cashed out. We're gonna head on to the next job. Okay, Subaru done. Now we are headed back into my neighborhood, and we've got, it's a newer, I think it's a, I don't know what the hell it is. It's a Chevy. It's a little SUV. I think it's a Chevy. Maybe it's a Ford. I don't know what it is. No, oh, it's a Chevy. It's a GM. Yeah, I have a GM strut back there. Yeah, so it's, I don't even know what kind of car it is. It doesn't matter. But it's a little mini SUV. We went out a week or so ago and took a look at it. The strut plate broke and it pushed up out of the strut. Or the strut pushed up through the plate. And everything looked fine, but I did warn him, hey, just so you know, when we take this apart, there is the opportunity or the probability that the strut is damaged. And you can't buy this strut in the aftermarket world. There's no Monroe strut, quick struts, nothing. So I had to order it directly from GM, the strut plate. So the strut plate came in, I went out, we took the car apart, and sure enough, and I'll show it to you on camera, but the threads for the top of the strut were completely whorled out, or, you know, the nut just, it pushed itself against the strut plate when it busted through. So I had to order another strut, but I got it back together enough and double nutted it so he could drive it. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it's back running. So the new strut just came in yesterday. So we are going to go and take it back apart and put the new struts in it. And we have a brand new nut for it with nylon. I even bought a lock washer just to be extra on it because, you know, hey, why not? Even though it's going to be perfect and back to factory, I just wanted that little bit of extra since this car obviously has a problem with it. So we're going to go take care of that next. You know, something else that I love doing this, it's my community. It's my customers. It's not even like we're customer and business. It's like, it's so friendly, right? I'm driving through my neighborhood as from the back end into the front of my neighborhood. And I passed 3 customers already, and all of them waving, saying hello. It feels good because I love the fact that they love seeing me, right? They don't love seeing me when their car is broken. They got to spend a bunch of money to fix it, but they love seeing me, and it makes me feel good that they wave and that, you know, I'm honking the horn, and it's a good camaraderie. I love it. It makes me feel good that the community rallies around me when we put forth our efforts to show what we can do to help them. and they trust us. It's a really good feeling. So anyway, enough mushy crap. Let's go to work. All right, so check this out. That's what happened to this strut, and I couldn't tell because all you can see in the car is that. So it destroyed this and most of the threads. So when I had put it back together, I had put the nut on, and then I put another nut on top to hold the car together just so we could get by. So we got a new one right here. Brand new. We got a new nut with a nylon in it. I even went as far as getting a lock washer also, just because. Okay, that's all done and it's perfect. I just went on a test drive. The customer is going to go drive it now. It's a Blazer. It's a little Blazer. I didn't realize that's what this thing was. Oh, Trailblazer. Fuck, I still had it wrong. All-wheel drive Trailblazer. So anyway, the strut is done. Technically, my day is 100% done. I do have a vehicle to work on at my house, which is going to be a long video, like a regular long form content video. It's not going to be something like this. So I'm going to go home and work on that. Once I'm done dealing with that, I will go in the office and check on our numbers and see where we ended for the day. And I'll put that in here. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the office. Okay, we are back in the office. It's currently 5:45, a bit later today, and I still have to do my estimates. It's because I was outside working on one of the cars that I had dropped off. And I've got like a million messages that I have to get to also, but I wanted to finish up the video and show you guys where we were today. So today was a total of 5 jobs. I thought I still had grease on me. It's just a scab. So we had 5 jobs today. Let's go get into the numbers and see what we got. All right, so here we are. 5 jobs right here in the top left. Total sales of $1635.06. We held a 63% profit margin and an average per RO of $327.01. So do you see now where the average per RO goes up when we have jobs where we sell parts? When we're just doing diagnostic works, our average per diagnostic work, our average per RO is not as high. So we're not making as much profit the day. So like right here, we have a gross profit per hour of 137. Actually, let's just go down here to our day. So right here, you can kind of ignore labor costs to a point, but it shows our profit. So we have a total profit on the day of 1,029. All right, that's the 62.99% of the 1635. It cost me $240 in labor, and it cost me $365.21 in parts. So our total parts profit was 50 and our total labor profit was 72. This could probably come up a little bit. They were not the greatest jobs, but it is what it is. As long as my RO is somewhere around 60%, I'm okay with it. So let's go look at another day just to see a comparison real quick. So we'll look at yesterday, right? We had 7, but our average for RO was way down here. Our gross profit per hour is now down at 107. What was today again? 137. So let's go back to yesterday. So we come over here and we look at our profit for the day. We have a profit of 580 in labor, but only 186 bucks in parts. It still gives us a profit margin, but it only gives us $780 in profit for the day. Whereas when I'm selling parts, obviously we're getting more profit. That's the whole point of being in business. Now let's take a look at where we are for the week. So our total week is at 16 ROs, $214 average RO, 65% gross profit margin, and we are sitting at $34.24. So we need to do $5,000 in a week. And we are at $34.24. Oh, you just touched my screen. We hit that. So that means tomorrow's sales on top of the job that's in the driveway, I need to do $1,576. So that is doable because the car that's in the driveway is a $1,000 ticket. So we'll definitely hit that number. And tomorrow I've got an AC check, an alternator, another AC check, which could be warranty. I'm not sure yet. We've got a parasitic draw on a Honda. I'm supposed to do another AC check on this one, but the lady I think is going to be at work. Then I've got this other job where it's 2 cars in one. I got some heater hoses on an Expedition, and we've got a vacuum pump on an old Ford diesel. And then I got an oil change. So not a huge day, but the big job in the driveway. I have another one getting dropped off. It's a Ford Fusion, needs a starter, and I think that's it. And then my week will be done. So we should finish out the day tomorrow, but it'll probably be around dark when I get done tomorrow, just because I'm not working Friday. So we're pushing to do that, but we need 1,500 in gross sales. We're going to hit that no problem. So I think we're going to get closer to about 6,000 for this week. So that's really good. But anyway, that's our day. That's where we're tracking for the week. Our numbers look really, really good. So what I would do in this situation, if I was looking at tomorrow and I didn't have enough sitting on the list, there's not many things I can do now because of where it is, but I kind of look at my days. That's why Monday and Tuesday, I make lighter days on diagnostics or oil changes, because if I can sell something and come back another day, like today, we did the blower motor. We sold that on the oil change and came back today and took care of that. That was an extra $320 compared to just a $90-something oil change. So that's the whole point of making my schedule the way I do. Lighter days, Monday and Tuesday, and make sure if something has to be sold, I can come back in the week. So that way when I make Wednesday and Thursday, I kind of leave those with big jobs and some openings where I can travel around and add in a quick repair if need be. Not a huge repair, but something quick, a brake job or, an alternator or just anything basic that we can get in and out in like an hour and a half, 2 hours and be done and make a couple $100 and get it onto the week. That's the goal. So anyway, that's Wednesday, April 2nd, right? Today's Wednesday. Yep. Wednesday, April 2nd. It's 5:52 and we're just about done. I got to do some paperwork. I got estimates to do and answer some messages on Facebook. So I'll do that off camera, but that's it. I appreciate you guys and we'll see you on the next job.